Bon Iver has just come out with his brand new album, SABLE fABLE. I'm really keen for this one because it's kind of a follow-up from an EP that he had come out last year, SABLE, which was just 3 tracks long, but I loved them. They're some of my favorite Bon Iver songs ever, and I've had hundreds of plays on them since. And my understanding is that he broke the two up because those first few tracks that are put in the EP are a lot more kind of somber and slow and I guess sadder than the rest of the album that he's made here. So I'm really keen to see how he kind of steps that up and how the duality of the two play into each other. So without further ado, we just started a brand new Minecraft world, and I think it's going to be really fun to explore this one while exploring the album, which we're going to skip the SABLE EP at the start of it, but if you haven't heard that already, I really recommend it. They're really, really great tracks. I especially love Things Behind Things and Space Side. His songwriting is really, really special and it's direct compared to a lot of Bon Iver songs, which are really ripped in these metaphors and convolutedness that makes it hard to easily convert. He's really stripped things back both sonically and lyrically on these songs, and I hope that he kind of continues that theme, although like I guess in a more upbeat tempo on these future songs. So starting off with track 4, but the first on fABLE, Short Story. Let's go. I'm gonna try and just get our tools to start off here. It's been a while since I've played Minecraft actually, but I still know the basics, so we'll try and get some stone tools as our first objective on this song. Oh, that's beautiful. It's crazy how many different octaves he can put his voice in. I really love the more high-pitched Bond songs that he does as well. Ooh. Oh, the sonics on that is crazy. A lot of sheep here. Oh, that's not a bun. What is that? It still feels very similar to the EP so far, which I'm loving. Ooh, and that's going to transition in. I'm going to let the transition play. I'm going to let it play into the next one because that one's quite short. But I really love that. Ooh, it's going really... It's kind of dark twist at the end here, but I want to hear this transition. That's really nice. Yeah, this is more upbeat. It feels like more of his recent work on the more kind of production side, a bit more experimental. He hits those so well. Alright, we got our stone tool set. We'll make a bed now too, actually. Oh fuck, I made a hoe. That was an accident. Shit. I think we might look for a cave. Oh, that's such a nice backing. Oh? That's not a cave. The harmonies are great. That just ties in so well. Everything's peaceful. Oh, it is a cave. We got some food cooking. Oh god! Oh fuck! Oh my god! Bro! I'm trying to listen to Bon Iver, creeper. Oh my god. What a start. Holy shit. Okay, I need to be more careful. So that was Short Story and Everything is Peaceful Love together. I had heard Everything is Peaceful Love as the single that came from this one. Oh fuck. Let me handle it. Oh my god. Guys, I am not equipped for this right now. Let me recover up here. That was great though. I liked the Short Story very much found like a a transition between the final song of the EP, Award Season, which is this like unbelievably stripped back ballad, to kind of go from that into Everything Is Peaceful Love is a really great transition, because I think if that wasn't there, the difference between the two would be a bit jarring. But by having that kind of little 1.5 minute breaker between them, it really makes it flow. And Everything Is Peaceful Love there's such a nice beat behind that one. Oh my, I'm doing horrible with these creepers, but at least he's giving me some cobblestone. We'll make another crafting table since he blew up my last one. Oh my god. I'm really not able to review this damn album with everything going on. This is far too hectic to start. But yeah, I love that. I think the instrumental there is really proving that there can absolutely be something different on the album compared to the EP. And I can see why he might have wanted to break it up in the way that he did. But I'm keen to keep going into something that I the first kind of proper song that I haven't already heard being Walk Home. Oh, this is different too. Ooh. I love those vocal chop samples. I hope that one, yeah, that's nice. Ooh. This feels like a Kanye beat, like old school Kanye. His voice is just so like silky. Still looking for a proper cave. Might want some more food. We'll see how we go. Playing on 1.8, by the way. Playing Minecraft the way God intended. I don't know. Then there's something really different and nice about playing the older versions compared to. There's too much going on in that new stuff. He hasn't sung this well in a long time. I thought the same on, especially Award Season on the EP. He's really worked on his vocals. Like, that's unreal. Oh, and then just stripping it all back there. That's lovely. Yeah. The foundations of this track was just like so great that everything is just added on top. It's just it's built and built, but he hasn't pushed it too far. He's kept it still relatively bare, which is really nice. I kind of want to just see him go like all out on a future track though. But that was Walk Home. I really liked that. I think the vocal sample there really made that one to make it something special. But it was really nice, and I think it is definitely a contrast so far compared to the EP. I could find myself listening to these songs in public, but I'm really liking it so far. I think it's kind of bringing back to OG Bon Iver days. Like I think it's a lot more of that kind of original folk writing that you might have found on Self-Titled or Forever Ago. But there's still some of that new production quirks in there. And I love when artists are able to have these two separate journeys within their career, and then they take a moment to kind of combine the two. I think James Blake's been a really great example of that, where you have these two different styles and they take these years to perfect each, and it really makes them a true artist when they combine the two. And I think that's what's happening here. And I can't wait to hear more. So let's go to the next one, which is Day One. And this is featuring Djon, which I saw and I was very, very excited for. But two of my favorite artists are on the same track. And I believe McGee is a writing feature in a latest song too, so I'm keen for that too. But yeah, this sounds great. You can really feel the Djon influence. It feels like gospel-y, like you can really feel like a gospel choir coming through on the back there if it wanted. There's Djon. I'm looking for a cave. I can't seem to find one. Oh my, yeah, okay. Such a sick beat. Ooh, got like grimy there. Ooh, okay. Who's this? Flock of Dimes? I haven't heard of her. She's got a great voice though. I'm gonna get down here safely. Fuck. Ooh, that's dirty. Fuck. Just bring that and that's... Ooh. My god. Alright, that Djon chorus is great to tie back into. They're just passing the mic between each other. There's so much crossover. Which really fits for this song too. I have a lot to say on that one. I saw on some interviews on the release or the upcoming of the release from this, the Bon Iver did a couple interviews, and in some of them he talked about how he's been influenced by Djon and McGee and has become close friends with them after they opened for one of Bon Iver's tours a few years ago. And he said that every concert he had, he felt that he had been humbled and outdone by his own opener. Because Djon and McGee are in such a class of their own. I think we found a little cave here, finally. Oh my fuck, not again. Bro, I need some armor. But he can say that he after hearing Djon and McGee and after seeing what they can do, that he really felt humbled and needed to go back to the drawing board. And in my McGee video, I think the thing that really separates them is their level of energy. And you could really feel that on that song. I think that there is a new level of energy that Bon Iver put into that song that he just normally wouldn't. And there was what I feel is the real mark of energy in a song is the unpredictability. And there was so much unpredictability, especially that crazy guitar riff coming in, and also just the production details. There was so many little things that came in that they never came back. Like there's just these little one-off instances that just keep you interested and keep the ear constantly surprised and never ready for what to expect. And I really appreciate about that one. And I think that that's something that clearly Bon Iver has taken away from what Djon and McGee have been accomplishing. And I think it really tells that he's able to bring those influences in through a Djon feature, not just by having him on the track, but by bringing in some of the things that make his songs and his sound so great. So I really, really liked that one. And I think that's probably my favorite of the album so far. Most likely the EP included, but I'll have to go back to that one and confirm that. But I believe the next song, one after another, from, I believe, has some McGee production on it. So we're going from Djon to McGee influences here. I'm just as keen for this one. So let's hear it. It's from. Yeah, that's instantly McGee. Yeah. Oh my. Oh, that's nice. This just feels like a pure McGee song so far. But it's more upbeat, and yeah, that Bon vocal, it's different. He's added his own twist on it. Okay. This is crazy. And that like folk guitar added in with McGee's guitar is such a nice combo. It's a great break just to put it right back in. Just that little like 1-2 second stop just to reset it. These lyrics are so playful. Yeah, that's beautiful. I wanted that one just to keep going. It felt like there was more that it could have built on at the end. It didn't feel like there was a proper climax there. It felt like it just kept climbing and climbing, and there wasn't like a proper resolution, in my opinion. But I still loved it. I think that beginning really just felt like McGee. And I look, if there's anything I want right now, it's more McGee. So I am very, very happy with that. A great back-to-back song there, and really showing how those new influences have affected this album. And I know it's been, I believe, the longest Bon Iver has ever had between album releases. I think 5 years now, since II. And it's really a development between the two. There's quite an insane difference. Going back to that one, I was listening to it earlier today, actually, to get ready for this. And for one, the kind of vocoder and the auto-tune's really gone. And I think Bon Iver's realized that he shines so much more in his natural voice that he doesn't need those additions. And while I can absolutely appreciate the experimental nature of adding those things and him wanting to kind of see what he can really do, this is where Bon Iver really shines, with those really natural vocal harmonies. And he's, like, I'm saying the best he's ever sounded, I would say. Like it, and pairing it with the lyricism that he has, and it's just so nicely kept in a tight bundle of everything that he's wrapped in these songs. And I want to keep going, so we will. On to the next track, I'll Be There. This is so different too already. This is much more like soulful. That saxophone is crazy. Alright, let's keep going. We still need a proper mine. I need more iron. I'm getting cooked by these skeletons bad in the armor. But at least we've got plenty of food now. We can really go deep once we find one. That chorus is great. Tell me more or tell me nothing. Like, that guitar is great. I love the storytelling in this one. Oh, is that a cave? Finally? Shit, you still can't swim in this version. Oh, there's something. Oh god. These songs, like, they all feel like they could be 5 to 6 minutes long with the way that they're building. And I know a few of them are, probably for that reason. But I kind of wish they all were. I know that's probably a bit too much. Fucking hell. Hello, creeper. Please get out. 1, 2, one more shot and you should be dead. Lovely. We found a cave, lads. But I loved the lyrics and the storytelling on that one. Kind of tell me more or tell me nothing, being like, like, give me all or nothing, leave me be, don't put me under these kind of games that are constantly played in relationships and dating, of wondering, do they like me not, what's going on, just like lay it all down or just go. And I really appreciate that sentiment, and I think it's one that's honestly good to stand by, because you never really know, you don't want to be wasting time. I guess is the main thing, and someone that isn't willing to properly communicate is not someone that's worth your time, and so tell me nothing and just go. So I really liked that, and we're gonna keep going now. This cave is big. I got what I asked for, I guess. But we'll go on to the next track, which is Only I Could Wait with Daniel Hain. Quite a few features on this one. Bon Iver's not normally quite the feature man. Oh, those guitars are great. I'm loving the atmosphere on this already. Oh fuck, there's so many creepers. Where you going, bro? I don't want you creeping up on me later. Okay, let's get some iron cooking, because I'm gonna need some armor to start. Oh, that's beautiful. The way that broke. Yeah, that's really nice. Oh, that's building up beautifully. This is honestly reminding me of Roy Blair, if anything. Ooh, yeah. Oh, this is really like a chasing moving trains kind of vibe. Oh my god, there is so much out here. I need better tools to go any deeper. Nice. That sax is great, added in. It's like a little bit distorted, a little bit dirty and grungy, but that just adds to the overall vibe they're going for so much better. Oh god. Hello. Like, it was one shot. This duet's great. This is a great vocal pairing pick. Alright, we're pretty kitted out now. Okay. That was really nice. There was a lot going on in the craft, so I didn't properly zoom in on that one. Maybe as much as I would have liked to. But I think especially the instrumental and the way the intro kind of went into the core of the song was beautiful. And those breaks and the drums too. Yeah, the whole kind of feel of it was really giving me a bit of, the Roy Blair Chasing Moving Trains kind of instrumental where it's really all the emphasis is on atmosphere. And the build up between Bon and that feature I forget the name of was great, and how all his features he's kind of, it hasn't been the typical like, I'll do the chorus, you do the verse. He's always kind of done the switching and the more dynamic use of a feature to kind of tell more of a collaborative story, and I really like that. Almost oh my god, where the fuck am I? I almost always prefer those kind of features because it feels like they're really entwined in the song rather than they just like sent a file to an email and then it was just kind of worked in. Like they really feel like they're there at the same time telling the same story. And I really, really felt that on this one and also his previous features. So yeah, I really liked it. I don't think there's too much longer to go on this album, actually. There are 2 songs left. We've got There's a Rhythm, which is one of the longest songs. We got 5 minutes on this one, and then finished up with the final track, Au Revoir. So let's go on this one. I know on an interview with Lil Yachty that Bon Iver said that this is probably the favorite song he's ever made. So to say I have high expectations, but I can't wait to hear it. Let's go. Such nice piano. All the mixing and recording has just been so spot on, and just like all the instruments just pop like unbelievably so. We're getting a lot of iron here. Let's get cooking. Such an interesting emotion he's put into this one. It's like happy but contemplative almost. It's beautiful though. Alright, let's get the boots to finish off the kit, and then we'll get a axe and shovel, and we are ironed out. Let's go. That's such a nice break. Oh, creeper. We might run into Diamond soon, hopefully.
I went to see you there in Spain.
Oh, that like transition to take the instrumental and strip it back was so smooth. The mixing there to just kind of like put all the layers down. It's almost like a DJ mix, but on such a folk instrumental. That was beautiful. Oh, and then just bring it all back. This is a really gentle and just nice way to finish off the album. I know this isn't the final track, but I think it'll be the final full track. Such a nicely kept, just a tidy album. There is not one loose track on this thing. They all had a different purpose. Just keep going down. Diamonds! Diamonds! Hello? Hello? Thank you, Bon Iver, for leading me to the Diamond. Oh my god. Alright, let's set up here. Get that schmelting. And get these damn diamonds. Let's make sure these don't fall in the lava. Is the song done? Well, that was it. That did not feel like 5 minutes at all, I will say. Oh my god, this is a big vein. Holy shit. Thank you, Bon Iver. Thank you so much. These would be so handy, actually. 8 diamonds. Wowee. Wowee, what a day. What an absolute journey on this Minecraft world we've had. Should we get a sword as well? Let's go. Yeah, let's get a sword. I'm so fucked if I die. I might just never come back to Minecraft again. Like this intro's. Oh, this is au revoir. I didn't even notice. So I guess there's a rhythm is definitely the outro track, and this is just a nice instrumental to add on to that. I think that's a really creative thing that I've seen Bon Iver do a few times, where you know you want the song to be replayable within a playlist or something like that, but when you want the full album experience, having these extended instrumentals be like their own track allows kind of an in-between of giving that atmosphere and that album feel, but without having these bits that kind of drag on when they're isolated. But I didn't even notice that was the transition. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that is SABLE fABLE. What an album. Really tight. You know, for 13 songs, I guess, you know, 4 of which, I guess, free with the intro track, which goes for, I don't know, 10 seconds, I had already heard, and I love those songs so much, and I'm sure that it's interesting, like, when you are so familiar with certain songs within an album, you kind of avoid them for a while and just go to the things that are fresh, but once everything, I think, becomes, like, known, and I'm able to play equally everything front to back, I think this will be a beautifully wrapped album, and just so diverse in what he's been able to do with everything. I don't know, like, it's impressive. It's really impressive, like, the range that he now has within the folk genre and beyond, and what he's learned to be able to do with it. It's special, and I don't think that this album would be able to come out from anyone else. And it's really cool to see the new influences that he's picked up on, such as Djon and McGee, and how he's entwined that into his new sound with a lot more energy on certain tracks than you would normally hear, and expressed in a different way. You know, I think the most energy that I've heard from him is when he really had those more experimental instrumentals on his later albums, but he hadn't properly tied it in with the rest of his kit to really give it the feel that he did on this one, especially on the songs featuring Djon and McGee, with a few others as well. But that's not to say that he was ripping off of them in any way. I think he really made each of them his own. And yeah, I really love that. I'm going to give it my final thoughts after a few more listens now. It's been 4 days since I recorded that video, and I love this thing. I have nearly 500 plays on it, and I'm really obsessed with just the themes of it and the way that Bon Iver chooses to portray those themes, in starting off with that kind of darkness and more contemplative feelings and emotions, and then going more into the light, but not ignoring those feelings and those more challenging conversations. And instead of just fully moving on from them and saying, oh, I'm fixed now, I'm happy, like really using those to feed and reflect off of in order to build that happiness, and acknowledging the importance of those kind of situations in being the reason why you are where you now are. So yeah, I really loved it in that way. I think the production's incredibly unique, and a lot of it, I think it falls a little flat on the kind of final run of the tracks, excluding There's a Rhythm. I really love the outro track, but there's a few there that are a bit more bland than the others, on the final few runs. But outside of that, I think it's amazing. It's probably my favorite Bon Iver album, and I would say my favorite album of the year so far. So I'm feeling an 8.6 on this one. Thank you so much for watching. I have a really exciting new video that should be coming out after this one, continuing on in the same Minecraft world. So please subscribe if you want to see that one. Thanks so much. We'll see you later.